Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. My dear brothers and sisters, hope you all are fine today. Today we are going to continue the topic of al-idafah. Today we will see the details of it. Al-idafah gives us the meaning of for, of, belonging to, and possession. Let's see the example. Qalamu Hamidin. It can be translated as pen of Hamid or Hamid's pen. Here the first word qalamu is mudaf and it is called as thing possessed in English language. And second word is mudafun ilayhi, means the possessor. It means the person or being to whom the thing belongs to, and it is called as mudafun ilayhi. Let's proceed to the characteristics of mudaf. It will always be khafif. In Arabic, khafif means light in weight. But in this sentence, khafif means the mudaf will neither have al nor tanween. It will neither have indefinite particle means tanween, any of these tanweens, nor it will have the definite particle al. Let's see the example. Qalamu Hamidin. And next example is Baytul Mudarrisi, pen of Hamid and house of the teacher. See, in both these cases, the first word means mudaf has taken only one dhamma, means it hasn't taken al and it also hasn't taken tanween. Next characteristic is it will always precede mudafun ilayh. Characteristics of mudaf ilayh: it will always come after mudaf, means mudaf will always precede mudafun ilayh. It will always be majroor, means it will always take tanween bil kasra or single kasra due to the definite particle al. In English we call the majroor state as genitive case. It can either have tanween or it can have al. Let us see the examples. Qalamu Hamidin and Baytul Mudarrisi. Other important details of mudaf ilayh and mudaf. Murakkabun idafiyun is not a complete sentence, but it is a part of sentence. Let's see the example. Baytul Mudarrisi qaribun. This is mudaf, this is mudaf ilayh, and this combination becomes murakkabun idafiyun. So here we can see that it is not a complete sentence, but it is a part of the whole sentence. Here Baytu or Baytul Mudarrisi is a subject, means mubtada'un, and the word qaribun here is khabar, means predicate. Other details of murakkabun idafiyun, mudafun and mudafun ilayh. There can be several mudafun ilayhi in one construction. So let's see the examples. Babu Baitil Amiri. It will be translated as the door of the house of the leader. See the signs on each words. See the end signs of each words. Now we observe that this is mudaf for this word and this is mudafun ilayhi for this. It will become mudaf for the succeeding word. So apart from being mudafun ilayhi for the previous word, it will become mudaf for the succeeding word. Next example, Babu bayti ibnil waziri. Observe the end signs of each words. It will be translated as the door of the house of the son of the minister. So here it is mudaf, mudafun ilayhi, once again mudaf, mudafun ilayhi, once again mudaf, and this is mudaf ilayhi. We observe that this is mudaf for this one and this is mudafun ilayhi, but this is mudafun ilayhi for the previous word and mudaf for the next word. So this is mudaf for ibni. Now ibni is mudafun ilayhi for bayti and mudaf for the next word al-waziri. So this is the chain of mudaf ilayhi. Now we have to see that the words which are acting as mudaf apart from being mudafun ilayhi, so those words will neither take al nor tanween. Let's proceed to the other details of mudafun, mudafun ilayh and murakkabun idafiyun. Ism nakira or ism nakiratun means indefinite noun and ismun ma'rifatun means definite noun. Whenever ismun nakiratun comes in contact with ism ma'rifah, then this ism nakira also becomes ma'rifah. We can understand by these examples. Qalamu hamidin. This first word is ism nakira, but as it has become related to ism ma'rifah, then it will also become ism ma'rifah. In the next example, qalamur rajuli. Once again this is ism nakira, but as it has become related to ism ma'rifah, then it once again becomes ma'rifah. Now in Arabic language, when mudaf and mudaf ilayhi comes, then there will be no other word between these two. So if any adjective related to mudaf is there in the sentence, then that adjective has to come after mudafun ilayh. So let's see the example. Ghulamur rajul salihu. It will be translated as the pious slave of the man. So this is mudaf ilayhi, and this is the adjective for this mudaf. Hope you all understood this. If you find any difficulty in understanding these concepts, then you don't have to worry, because all these concepts will be revised in the exercises which are yet to come, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.